Hi everybody, it's FIBO Group and you are watching to the Market Watch review. The higher-than-expected US CPI and strong comments by the Federal Reserve's top hawk led to a surge of interest rates that knocked stocks and lifted the dollar. Today was a holiday in Japan, so the Japanese markets were closed. However, almost all other equity markets in MSCI Asia Pacific Index declined to match this week's gains. Europe's Stoxx 600's 0.8% gain is reducing this week's gain by about 1/3%. The US futures are slightly lower. The US dollar trades higher than most currencies. The Australian dollar is the least strong major, down 0.5%. Gold is currently recovering from the dollar 1,820 test and is up about 1% on the week. Crude oil remains firm for the third session, but it is not enough to stop March WTI, first weekly loss in almost 2 months. Asian Pacific market. The Reserve Bank of Australia Governor, Mr. Lowe, continues to resist any market pressure to tighten the cycle early. He said that it was too early to conclude that inflation has stabilized at 2% and 3%. Australia releases January employment figures on February 17th, and economists expect a flattish report. After reaching $7,250 yesterday, the Australian dollar fell further and this trend has continued today. Next week, Japan will release its fourth quarter GDP figures and January CPI figures. Yesterday's dollar test reached a multi-year high against Japan's yen at JPY 116.35. The greenback backed off to support at JPY 115.75. Around JPY 116.20, the greenback was met with resistance in Asia, where Tokyo markets were closed. Market of Europe. Lagarde, the president of the ECB, and Lane, chief economist, resisted calls for immediate action to reduce price pressures. Yesterday, the euro fell below $1.15. For the week, the single currency hit a new low of $1,370. Nearby support is closer to $1,350. A break could trigger a test of the $1.13 area next week. The UK economy experienced 10% quarter-over-quarter growth in the fourth quarter, which was the same as the 3.0 quarter after the revision. Yesterday's sterling high was near $3,645, but it lost its gains due to the wider greenback recovery. Today, it found support near the lower end its recent range of $1.35. Market of America. Market participants panicked at the higher-than-expected US CPI. Bullard, the Fed's top hawk, spoke about a 100 basis point increase in rates in H1, which would imply a move of 50 basis points. Canada continues to be engulfed by the anti-vaccine mandate protest. Canada is expected to suffer disruptions of around CAD 350 MLN per day. The US dollar was able to trade on both ends of Wednesday's range, closing above Wednesday's high, and recorded an outside-up day against the Canadian currency. That's all for me. Closely monitor the news background and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.